Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101 coming up in about 8 minutes. We'll get you on the phones for Clash with Kenzie. Final one of the week for the Florence and the Machine tickets. 2 shows at the Allstate Arena. So we'll get you into that coming up for free.
The Q101 Morning Crew. Sports.
Well, we'll get to the Bears-Vikings matchup in a second and the montage pump-up that we all need. But first, this was dropped yesterday as HBO is announcing that a new documentary related to one of the biggest events in Chicago sports history is going to drop on November 25th at 9 p.m. I meant to look this up, but I forgot what actual day of Thanksgiving week that is. That will be Tuesday of Thanksgiving week. So it'll be available on Thanksgiving or even the night before when all the family and friends come to town. And I know you are going to want to watch a documentary about...
We are the Bears, shuffling crew, shuffling on down, doing it for you. We're so bad, we know we're good.
The Super Bowl Shuffle, a documentary about the Super Bowl Shuffle, 40 years in the making. It's directed by Jeff Cameron, who worked on Hard Knocks. He works on HBO's Hard Knocks series, and also has people like Mike Singletary and Jim McMahon and Gary Fensick, and everybody was a part of the Super Bowl Shuffle. Phenomenon grew with every win that season, and they talk about it in the trailer, which many people, again, this is 40 years ago. I don't even know, are there people out there that don't even know what the Super Bowl Shuffle is? There easily could be.
Possibly.
I mean, because of the age range. I mean, and it's also been a long time since the Bears have won much. So that's why it kind of lasts. And it is one of the great nostalgia moments and feelings in Chicago sports history without question, because they made this on the way that season. It wasn't like they made it before they got to the Super Bowl. They made it early in the season. And so they say in the trailer, we were going to look like fools if we didn't make it to the Super Bowl because they did something like this. The ball's on these guys. They went ahead and did that. It's a 40-minute documentary, so very easy to digest.
This feels like a segment in the middle of like a CBS Sunday morning show. This is a documentary?
40 minutes is not that much. You can do 40 minutes.
40 minutes for one joke song?
It's not a joke song that led them to the Super Bowl. That's inspired them to go. If they didn't have this song, they might not have made it to the Super Bowl because they would have been embarrassed they didn't get to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, wow. Well, much to think about.
Well, you think you watch this. I'm going to make sure I'm coming over to your house for Thanksgiving to make sure you watch this.
Well, I go to a restaurant for Thanksgiving, so I won't be there.
I'll bring an iPad. Case will again act like my kid from another marriage, from a hookup, and I got to take him to Thanksgiving.
And I've got my big headphones on,
Yeah.
and I've got the iPad at the table. Now that'd be awesome.
What restaurant are you going to?
I don't want to say.
Oh.
I'm going to a different restaurant this year.
Can I say where you used to go?
You can say where I used to go because I'm not going to be there this year.
Joe's Seafood.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, you're not going to go there?
We waited too long to make a reservation, so we had to go to a different place.
Oh.
I really like the place we're going to, though. I'm very excited.
What is it?
It's another, it's another seafood place.
Oh, Long John Silver's.
Yeah, we're going to Long John Silver's this year. Our whole family's coming into town.
You're probably going to RPM Seafood.
I don't know.
Very close, very good.
Yeah, pretty expensive. So
it is so expensive.
I mean, it's totally worth it if you want a special night out with the view of the river and the Seafood Tower. It's like the Seafood Tower is like...
The Seafood Tower is phenomenal, but I think it costs you your soul or something.
It's like $500, I think, isn't it?
It's the most expensive appetizer our table's ever gotten.
Yeah, I always go when someone else is going to go and they're going to buy. And I say like...
Who buys the entire dinner for you?
I have some people that will buy me dinners. My brother Steve.
Oh, your rich brothers.
It's like, where are we going to go?
I don't have rich brothers.
Well...
It sucks.
Sorry. So I think it'll be perfect around Thanksgiving when you get that little break from all the family. 40 minutes, you get a little break. You can watch the Super Bowl Shuffle on HBO Max. And it's the first release in a new series of short films surrounding the NFL on HBO Max coming up. But I love it. It's called The Shuffle, by the way. Put it in your queue. By the way, before we get to the Bears, we're down to the quarterfinals of the Illinois High School Association State Football Playoffs. I've been following big Chicago's Mount Carmel because they can set a record this year 4 times. Not one, not two, not three, but it'll be the 4th time in a row they can win the state title. Pretty amazing. They won last week with a 48-29 win over Belleville East, and that was in the second round. And they moved up to the largest class this season after winning 3 Class 7A. They're now in 8A, which is the biggest. It's a lot. I think when I was in high school, I remember there was 3, but now there's 8 levels of attendance of schools that compete in football. Mm-hmm. So Mount Carmel's 11-0, number 1 seed, and it's pretty awesome. They're going to take on Frankfurt Lincoln Way East, who are 9-2 and the 9 seed. And that game is going to be 4 p.m. tomorrow.
I have a lot of money on them.
Did you put some money on DraftKings
I have
on that?
a lot of money on them.
Yeah.
I might not be able to pay rent next month.
So you're betting, you're riding with Mount Carmel.
No, I got to ride with the underdogs, Frankfurt. That's where the value is. And I'm putting a lot of money on those teenagers, those literal children.
Yeah.
Well, I better hope your parents are paying for the Thanksgiving dinner.
Otherwise, they are going to Long John Silver's. Finally, Bears, Vikings. Vikings minus 2.5 on my Circus Sports app, where I'm going to make my bets this weekend. Last time they met week 1 when the Bears had a 17-6 lead in the third quarter, looking great after the Deshaun Wright pick 6 of J.J. McCarthy. And then McCarthy went off, and the Bears collapsed and lost 27-24 to the Vikings. And the records are 6-3 for the Bears, and Minnesota's 4-5. Minnesota's had a weird year because they lost J.J. McCarthy again. Carson Wentz came back, who was on the Eagles Super Bowl winning squad, and then he got hurt before that game. But just been a weird year for the Vikings. They got a lot of talent, so it's a scary game, and they're favored. The Bears have lost 3 in a row to the Vikings. Chicago's 2-8 against Minnesota in the last 10 meetings going back to 2020. But J.J. McCarthy, very inexperienced. He's only thrown 108 pass attempts, and the Bears are not what they were in the beginning of the season. I'm taking the Bears in this. Let's go, Chicago Bears, upsetting the Minnesota Vikings, but a weird line on that, too.
They go in. Manunga, who's got a seam, and he's got a touchdown. Kyle Manunga carrying the momentum from Cincy back in front of his home fans. 3rd and 10, given time. Thibodeau's looming again. Threads one through for Loveland. Williams zips one for Odunze. First down to the 32. Williams flush. Williams room to run. There goes Caleb Williams. There goes Caleb Williams. First and goal, Chicago. Late in the fourth quarter, he's been great on this drive. Clock line's under 4. End zone wide open. Odunze for the Bears touchdown. And Chicago not finished yet. Williams a deep drop. Lets it rip. He's got Burden. Luther Burden inside the 25 and still going to the 19. Second down. I think Williams running. Caleb Williams into the end zone. Pressure coming. Picked up. Arm hit as he threw. Ball game. The Bears somehow, some way, continue to find a way. Hell yeah!
I feel like I'm on repeat each and every week right now.
The Bears.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101. You can't defeat her. She's too powerful.
Clash with Kenzie.
Let the battle begin. Q101.
Here we go. This is the last chance this week for the Florence and the Machine tickets. 2 shows at Allstate Arena, April 11th. This one will be from Live Nation and Brian and Kenzie on Q101. You can take them out of Kenzie's hands. And that could be Patricia, who's going to compete in trivia. Patricia, ahoy. Tell us something about yourself.
Hi, good morning. Looking forward to the weekend. I'm on my way to work today.
And what do you do for a living?
I'm an admin at a local college.
Oh, okay. Administration person. So you know all the dirt.
Yep. I sure do.
You know who's behind their payments and about to get bounced from school.
Oh, that's sad. Oh, what sad dirt to know. Oh, my God.
That's the kind of stuff you know, though, right?
Yes.
That's why she's got a little pep in her step. She went to school, get that cheese made, baby. The drama.
I love calling students saying they don't have enough funds.
We're actually good office to come visit.
I bet.
See.
All right. Well, here we go, Patricia. First 1 to 5 wins. Listen carefully. If Kenzie gets one wrong, you can steal a point. She can do the same to you. Call heads or tails.
Tails.
It is tails. So you are up, Patricia.
right.
Question number 1. What is the name of the structures that carry genetic information in our cells?
DNA.
DNA is right. Patricia's on the board. Kenzie, which organ is responsible for creating urine?
What? I know it filters it. I don't know if it creates it. Is it the kidney?
It is the kidney.
Okay.
It is the kidney, so 1-1. Here we go.
I had to pee when I wrote that question.
And you're like, what's doing this?
Yeah, let me understand my
Who's
body a little bit more.
responsible?
This goes back to our whole Jesse Eisenberg of donating a kidney to a stranger in a couple weeks.
Oh, yeah.
God, I just fear it's very generous, but you have 2. And people go, I can give one away. What if your other one fails and you gave one away?
That's tough.
I mean,
Well, you got to hold on to your two, Brian. That's like, just in case.
I'm holding on to two because, trust me, one of them is going to
You have
fail.
a just in case kidney.
Yeah, one's going to fail for sure.
All right, 1-1 is back to Patricia.
Patricia, what movie franchise features the characters Dominic Toretto and Brian O'Connor?
I'm just going to go with the guess, MGM.
MGM is not right. So we're looking for a movie franchise that features Dominic Toretto and Brian O'Connor. Kenzie.
Fast and Furious.
Fast and Furious is right. You were thinking like movie companies, Patricia, but it is Fast and Furious, the greatest movie franchise of all time. And back to Kenzie, she can go up with 3.
Yes.
What streaming platform did Stranger Things premiere on?
I think Netflix.
It is Netflix, and the last season coming up, which is really like a whole bunch of movies. Every episode's like an hour and a half long.
That seems like way too long. That seems like it's going to be bad.
It's going to be super strange.
Patricia, who was president during the Cuban Missile Crisis? Who was president?
Kennedy.
Kennedy was president.
John F. Kennedy.
John F. Kennedy was the president. I love the scene in Sopranos where Christopher's talking about it and Paulie Walnuts warns him about dealing with Russians because the Russian mob guy from the Pine Barrens episode. And Christopher goes, remember the Cuban Missile Crisis? And Christopher goes, that was real? I saw the movie, thought it sucked.
Oh, my God.
All right, I'm glad you told that story. I wasn't sure where that was going, but that was funny. 3-2, it's back to Kenzie.
Kenzie, during what war was the Battle of Gettysburg?
Civil?
The Civil War is right.
Oh, cool. Oh, why'd you laugh at me, Case?
Just the way you said it was very funny.
You were very guessing the war.
It was very guessy.
It was a guessy. Civil War? So back to Patricia, you need this one. What color do all players wear at the Wimbledon tennis tournament?
White.
White is the correct answer. Are you trying to give me on that
I
one?
wasn't trying to set you up, I promise.
I don't think so.
I wasn't trying to get Brian to once again say white is right. That was not the intended purpose there.
But Case just said it now.
In the context of Wimbledon, a
That
prestigious
was
tennis
a
tournament.
quote.
Yes.
That was a quote.
So it's 4-3, and it's back to Kenzie. She can win with a correct answer.
And by the way, I think it's offensive that people at Wimbledon have to only wear white.
You think it's offensive?
I do.
Yeah.
Do you think it's offensive, Patricia?
A little bit.
Yes, yes.
All right, good.
You need to choose your own colors.
Right. Thank you. Okay, Kenzie, you can win with this one.
Thanks, Brian.
Kenzie, the NBA exploded in popularity in the 1980s thanks to the rivalry between the Boston Celtics and what team? I think Patricia knows.
I know she gasped.
She went, oh!
Oh.
Oh
no,
my
not-
God,
hold
why
on.
is she stressing me out?
Yeah.
I always guess, I feel like everything revolves around them. Lakers.
It is the Lakers, the Celtics-Lakers rivalry. Oh, it was so good going back, watching those when I was a kid.
Good game.
Yeah. Oh, Patricia, I'm so sorry.
Happy Friday, everyone.
Happy Friday. Enjoy the weather.
Yeah, enjoy your weekend.
Yeah,
You too, girl.
Weather's going to be fantastic. Get out there. And Patricia, it's not over for you because in 2.5 minutes, I'm going to play Linkin Park here. Heavy is the Crown. It's a 2.5-minute long song. After that, I'll hit God Bless the Baby, and everybody listening has a chance at these tickets because we're not letting Kenzie keep these Florence and the Machine tickets. So 2.5 minutes away, they are yours when you hear God Bless the Baby. It's Brian and Kenzie on Q101.
Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.
Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.
It's Brian and Kenzie on Q101.
God bless the baby.
312-591-8300. Call right now for your chance at those Florence and the Machine tickets because Kenzie won in trivia. I think you might have won every day this week. You're on a roll.
Oh, well, thank you.
I can't think of one. Maybe you lost one.
I may have. I really don't keep track. I'm so bad about it.
We probably should have done a better job of keeping a record when we started this thing, but
I know. And now what are we going to guess?
I guess I'm guessing just on the week, let alone the whole
I know, we're
years.
horrible.
So either way, call now 312-591-8300. Florence and the Machine tickets are yours for that second show added at the Allstate Arena. Coming up at 8, we have Case's movie review. He's doing The Usual Suspects. And we tipped people off to watch it last night if you haven't. I saw that movie a long time ago, but I watched it again just before the movie review to get Case's perspective. If you're new to the show, he is a 26-year-old guy that coming up on 2 years, has not seen many movies. The only one he'd seen, like Boys in the Hood and Norbit. And now he's seen Pulp Fiction and Shawshank Redemption and all those. So next up is The Usual Suspects. It's an anniversary of that movie, and also in the theme of heists that have happened, many in the last year. But before we get there, kind of do some music entertainment news, a flashback of the week, the audio of the week, the best stuff all week. And it really came from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. The stream of it was on Saturday on Disney+. And it will air again in edited form, but it was really cool to watch the full stream where the inductions were really incredible. I really enjoyed it. I don't think I've watched this stream of it live in a long time. And they've only done it for the last couple of years on Disney+, so they stream it live unedited. Cyndi Lauper had an incredible speech when she was inducted, kind of the last performance of the night.
I know that I stand on the shoulders of the women in the industry that came before me, and my shoulders are broad enough to have the women that come after me stand on mine.
Kenzie dancing along to that joint. As big as, girls...
Oh, banger. So good.
As big as, Girls Want to Have Fun, which was, I was a little kid, I remember being a novelty song on MTV. But that song really hits time after time.
Oh, God. Time After Time is incredible.
Yeah. Good stuff. Jack White, the White Stripes, got inducted, and he gave a message to the young bands out there that was very powerful.
To the young artists, I want to say, get your hands dirty and drop the screens and get out in your garage or your little room and get obsessed. Get obsessed with something, get passionate. We all want to share in what you might create.
Now, I'm going to go back to the White Stripes in a second and play a performance that was incredible and moving. But since Andre 3000, since Outkast got inducted, he was moved by that speech of what Jack White said before him when they got inducted, and then he mentioned it in his speech.
One thing that Jack said, Jack is, he's one of my favorites, man. We love you, man. But one thing that he said something about little rooms, and we started in a little. Little rooms. Great thing to start in little rooms. That's it.
It's really powerful because these guys get going, you go back 30 years, and then when Jack White said that, you get out there in a little room with no money and no anything, and I guess Andre 3000 got really emotional thinking about how they started.
I know. Some of us are still in the little room waiting for the big room.
Well, to be honest, the percentages, it's great to chase your passion in music, but most people end up staying in the little room.
Most of us are still in the little room.
So don't feel bad if you're in a little room grinding away. It's your passion. You do it. Don't worry about it.
I'm sorry, Andre, that I'm not crying for you, but you're out of the big room. I'm in the little room.
He got out of the big room, but he then thought about the little room and felt terrible that you were in your little room, Kenzie. It's like, God, I don't want to be in Kenzie's little room. Back to Jack White. Olivia Rodrigo came out, who also did a lot of mentions during the broadcast about what a White Stripes fan, what White Stripes did for her. She started a White Stripes fan club on Instagram back when she was a kid. And with Feist, she sang We're Gonna Be Friends. This was beautiful.
Walk with me, Susie Lee, through the park and by the tree. We will rest upon the ground, look at all the bugs we found. Safely walk to school without a sound. Safely walk to school without a sound.
Super powerful. And speaking of powerful, Soundgarden got in, and they got emotional talking about Chris Cornell. Matt Cameron, who just left Pearl Jam to rejoin his original band, Soundgarden, really got emotional, and so did Kim Thayil, the guitar player, who's from Park Ridge, by the way, and then moved to Seattle and met those guys in Soundgarden. But Chris Cornell's daughter sang a jazzy version of Fell on Black Days.
Whomsoever I've cured, I've sickened now, and whomsoever I've cradled, I've put you down. Searchlight, so they say, but I can't see it in the night. I'm only faking when I get it right. When I get
Women really got their stars here.
Woo!
You know, because
I would love to hear her doing a Fleetwood Mac song. She is just like has a haunting voice.
you give her a follow on her Instagram, Toni Cornell, Chris Cornell's daughter, and she has a lot of music up there. And it's got to be weird when she does that, you know, thinking about her dad. And it's been about 7-8 years now at this point. But I also enjoyed, again, more women getting their stars here doing the covers. When Taylor Momsen came out and did Rusty Cage, this crushed.
But I'm gonna break my rusty cage. I'm gonna break my rusty cage.
Wow. Damn, that was good. And you had actually Mike McCready of Pearl Jam on out there. I think Jerry Cantrell was out there, too, from Alice in Chains with the members of Soundgarden, and then Taylor Momsen singing.
Do you know that Taylor Momsen's the little girl from The Grinch?
I did not know that. I knew she was. I always want to say she was in the Gilmore Girls, but she wasn't. She was in.
No, she was in.
What's the other one?
Gossip Girl.
Gossip Girl. Yeah.
She was in Gossip Girl, which you can tell she looks like her in Gossip Girl.
Yeah.
But she's Cindy Lou Who from The Grinch.
I didn't know that. I know
Yeah.
she pretty much gave up acting for the music career, and she's killing it. And it was what a performance.
Well, she hated the Gossip Girl set. She said it was really toxic, and she was trying to get out of it.
Yeah.
And I feel like after that, she calmed down because she didn't like it.
Ah, got it. So finally, some people might call the performance of the night, going back to Jack White and the White Stripes being inducted, when 21 Pilots came out and did Seven Nation Army. And of course, they brought the house down.
I'm going to Wichita, far from this opera forevermore. I'm going to work the straw, make the sweat drip out of every pore. And I'm bleeding, right before the Lord. All the words are gonna bleed from me, and I will think no more. And the stains come from my blood. And the stains coming from my blood. Tell me, come back up!
Oh, it was so good. And that was the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, streamed on Disney Plus last Saturday live. And I actually got a check in from 630. I didn't even know this, that she says, our text in, that Disney Plus already edited it down, and it is available on Disney Plus right now. The edited version, you can watch all those performances and interviews. Thank you for checking in on that, because I thought it was still going to be a while before they did that. So there you go, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, all the audio and the greatness that was there.
Brian and Kenzie in the morning, and Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.